It seems like everything's working. Unbelievable.
How dare you do that? All right. And we're starting in 3, 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tech Talk Live. It is, what is it? July 2nd. Sorry, beat you to it there. It is July 2nd. I am here at Vision Forward, and my name is Luke Scriven, Assistive Technology Specialist, and I'm joined by...
I'm Cory Ballard. I'm also Assistive Technology Specialist.
There you go.
But I did want to point out the time.
What is the time, Cory?
I don't know. I don't have. Let me check. It is.
Yes.
Oh, my watch stopped working.
Let me tell you what time it is.
I think it's pretty dark.
11 o'clock.
Boom. Central.
Yes.
We never start on time.
No.
But we are today.
Yeah.
So if you are joining us today, you are in store for one heck of a Tech Talk Live.
Not only have we started on time, but also everything seems to be working so far.
So far.
Yeah. Always a dangerous thing to say, but so far so good. So today we're going to be demonstrating the Reveal 16i, which is in front of us on the table here. So that's why I'm sitting in a bit of a weird position, not kind of in front of the camera, but you should be able to see me at least on the side there. And I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy this, and hoping that you can hear me okay. If there are any problems with audio or anything, please just let us know. We are taking questions as usual, so it's not live microphones, but feel free to type into the Q&A box, and we will be happy to answer any questions if we have the ability and knowledge to do so. And Cory will be monitoring those throughout. Anything else I'm missing there, Cory?
Just a reminder that a YouTube channel, if you enjoy our antics and the information we provide in these live sessions on Thursdays, you can always check out our pre-recorded stuff where we actually do some editing to really make sure our jokes are funny. We release a new video every Friday, and you can head over to youtube.com/infocustechnology. And then for those who are checking us out on Facebook Live, if you'd like to join us via Zoom so you can use the Q&A portion, head over to vision-forward.org/infocus, and there'll be a registration link there so you can register for the upcoming Tech Talk Lives.
I feel like you may have promised a bit too much with funny jokes at that point. So
yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, don't expect any funny jokes.
The bar is set high.
Yeah. Also, if you register once on Zoom for Tech Talk, then it will register you for all the future ones as well. So you only have to register once, and then you can access the Tech Talk every Thursday without having to re-register, just to throw that in there. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Reveal 16i, which I have in front of me on the table here. The Reveal 16i is a foldable electronic magnifier from Humanware, and it has a 16-inch screen, and I like to say it reveals 16 times more things than anything else currently in the world, but that's a lie. But anyway, it has a 16-inch screen, and it's foldable, and it has a bunch of advanced technology, and we're going to be diving in and taking a look at that. Hopefully everything will work well for us today. Now, this is from Humanware, as I've said. They do have two models. Reveal 16i is the one that we're looking at today, and that's the more advanced model. They do have the regular Reveal 16 also, and that one does not have any of the advanced features that we're going to be taking a look at. So the standard model just does magnification and color enhancement, essentially, and it doesn't have what's called the Prodigy software on it. All this will become clear, though, as we take a look at the device.
Will it all be revealed?
Oh, we should probably just turn off the live stream right now. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you how this thing folds, because it is a foldable. And the nice thing about foldables is obviously the portability. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to hit the power button on the left side of the screen here before we fold it. First step, fold the monitor underneath so it can, oh, that didn't sound good. So it's kind of flat against the neck, what I'm going to call the neck here. And then there's some useful kind of handles built in here. We can just pull those to lower the device, and now it's in its flat transportable position. I'm not going to actually move it here, but they have actually built handles into it, which are really cool. So you can just grab a hold of the handles, pick it up, and move it around from place to place, which is nice. You can also get a carry bag. I don't believe that comes with it, so that will be something separate. So it is transportable. The way that they've designed it as well is you can see there's still a lip of the bottom tray here that we can get our fingers onto, so that when we pull the screen back up again, you know, we have a stable surface which to pull against. So that's really well designed. So I think it's a very nice foldable design. Despite the fact that it is foldable, I would suggest it is still fairly heavy. So it's probably not the type of thing you want to be lugging around all the time, or if you do need to lug it around all the time, possibly using a roller bag or something like that might be beneficial. So that's that. Now, on the front surface here, we have all of the buttons, and so to the left, as I had said, is the power button. Actually, let's go ahead and hit that to turn the screen back on.
Books.
Okay, and on the front in the middle, we have the buttons to control magnification and color enhancement and things like that. There is a USB port on the right side here and a headphone port as well, and there are speakers on the front of the screen. So this machine is able to talk to us because it can do optical character recognition, and we are going to be taking a look at that feature. But first, let me hit a button on the front here. So we're going to take a look at the live magnification mode, and this is your meat and potatoes of your CCTV. So I don't know how good it's going to look through the webcam that we're using to record this, but the quality of the image is really nice. It's obviously high definition, looks nice and crisp. We're in the color mode at the moment. I've just got a regular document underneath here. The large orange dial in the center, which is notched, is our magnification. As we zoom in, it will display the magnification level at the bottom of the screen, and we can go up nice and large, 45 times, it says here, and we can zoom out a lot as well, so it will allow us to zoom out maybe to 1 times or just above, and it says 1 times. So we can fit easily the entire width of a page on here. Obviously it's not magnified, but we can fit the entire width of the page. And we can also zoom in, let's see, so this is at 8.5 by 11. We can zoom into 1.6 times and still fit the entire width of the page on here, which is really nice. Let me zoom a little bit bigger for the camera here so you guys can see the text on the screen. Obviously that's really straightforward, what you would expect with a usual CCTV. The dial to the right, again, is notched. This is going to be our colors. Turn it to the right once to go to our first color, high contrast black on white. The next one, high contrast white on black. Next one, high contrast black on yellow. Next we have high contrast yellow on black. And then we're back to regular color again. I have to say the color mode is really good color reproduction. So great for looking at pictures and things like that with, I would suggest. These buttons can also do some other things as well. If we press into the center of the magnification dial, then we'll go into our kind of find mode where it will zoom all the way out to 1 times while we're holding the magnification dial. When we let go, it will zoom back up to whatever magnification it was on previously, which in this case was 4.7 times. So that's a really nice way to orient yourself to a page if you're at high magnification and you want to locate something. Super easy to zoom out. We can also adjust the brightness of our high contrast modes. So when we're in a high contrast mode, so here I'm in white on black, I'm going to press in on the contrast dial. And now if I turn it to the right, it will increase the brightness. And if I turn it to the left, it will decrease the brightness. Hopefully you're able to tell that's happening there. Oops. So let me go ahead and turn it back up again here. So that's really nice because when you look at some documents like magazines and things, the brightness can be, need to be tweaked, and it's very easy to do that. So good stuff there. We can also hold in the contrast dial, and that will put us into a menu. Here we go. If anybody is familiar with the Explore line of handhelds, or maybe Explore, because there is like a little line above the E, so I'm not sure what the correct pronunciation is, but let's say Explore. It's the same menu. So we can turn on lines and blinds. We can enable and disable different contrasts. So you don't have to have all the colors enabled, and there are more to choose from than I showed. So you can turn on colors, you can turn off colors, just to get it customized for how you like it. We can set the preferred zoom level. This will be the zoom level that it turns on at. So that's set to 2 times at the moment. And then we can get some information about the current software version that we're running. So pretty nice. There's some customization options, but you can just ignore those if you want to. It's they're not essential, but they are cool. Final button on the front surface here is going to be our focus lock. And so we can obviously write underneath here. If I put my hand underneath there, and again, it's kind of hard to tell through the webcam that we're recording on, but it looks very, very nice. Before we write, if we hit our focus lock button to the left, that's going to ensure that the camera stays focused on the page and doesn't focus on our hand as we write. Once we're finished, hit the same button and it's going to turn off the focus lock. So pretty much kind of the things that you would expect for a CCTV. There's nothing too crazy going on there. Everything's responsive. Everything is well designed, I think. We can also do distance viewing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. There we go. So we can also do distance viewing with this. The camera is located, I've pulled the screen down and the camera is located kind of right where my hand is in the center top here. The actual mechanism for doing distance viewing is very well designed. So we can just pull the camera up and now it will point into the distance. We're going to take a look at Cory actually. So make sure you're pulling a nice face. There we go. So now we're pointing the camera toward Cory. We can still use our magnification controls obviously here. So we're going to zoom right in. Let's see where we zoom here. Right in on the nose by the looks of it.
It's wonderful. Appreciate that.
So getting nice and close there. With the same magnification dial, we can change the colors again. So turning the dial, the contrast dial to the right or left is going to adjust the colors. And the nice thing about this camera is the way that it rotates. It's on a kind of rotating base. With some machines in the past, you've had to rotate the entire device to the right or the left in order to kind of, angle the camera where you need it while looking in the distance. But with this device, the actual machine stays on the table in the position it's at, and you just rotate the camera. And it's real easy. It's real smooth to kind of turn it and everything. So I am a fan. It also moves up and down. And so we can point it up and down and so on and so forth. I'm going to push it back in. So we're focusing back at near. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say about your standard functionality. Now, those things that we looked at just now, those are also applicable to the Reveal 16. So the regular Reveal 16. And so if that's all the features that you need, then just get the Reveal 16. It's cheaper, same physical appearance, except for one button on the front, which isn't there with the regular Reveal 16. So but apart from that, same physical appearance, and it has all of the magnification stuff. But the Reveal 16i also has intelligence. I'm just trying to figure out what the I stands for.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I'm going to say intelligence.
I like intelligence. Let's do it.
I wonder what else it could be.
Insanity?
Okay. Yeah, it has an insanity mode. Let's say that. So basically what we can do, we can go into Prodigy mode. Now, Prodigy is the name of the software suite which Humanware developed, which can do a bunch of different things. If anybody has used the Connect 12 or the Matt Connect, which are the same thing, but Matt Connect is APH's version, then you will be familiar with the Prodigy software. It's the same software that's running on on the Reveal 16i here. And the Reveal 16i has a touch screen. The regular Reveal 16 does not. Reveal 16i does. And so that's how we operate. Once we switch into the Prodigy mode, that's how we operate it, which means it is very similar to the Connect or the Mac Connect. So I'm going to hit the second button in from the left on the front surface. It's going to take us into the Prodigy mode.
Carousel. Books.
Excellent. Now,
volume 14.
I'm going to crank up the volume here because the speakers are pointing away from the mic. And so I hope that everybody can hear this properly. If not, please let us know. And we're going to now take a look at some of these Prodigy functions. So we have here what's called the carousel. And everything is aligned horizontally. Let's take a look at the different options we have. I'm just going to swipe over to the left.
Calculator.
Okay, so on the far left we have calculator. Swipe over.
Calculator. Books.
Now we have books for downloading books.
Camera.
Camera is where we can do our OCR. We're going to take a look at that.
Gallery.
Gallery is where we can save pictures that we've taken while doing OCR and documents.
Gallery. Settings.
Here is our settings menu where, unsurprisingly, we can change settings.
Help.
And here is a nice help section where we can get assistance if we need it on operating the device. When we first open the carousel,
settings, gallery, camera,
we're going to be on camera. And this is probably one of the main things that we'll be doing here in the carousel. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm just going to press on the camera icon to open up the camera function.
Mode, capture.
And here we have our capture mode. So it's difficult to see on the webcam here, but what we have in the center is a live image of the tray of the device. And the live image is sized so it will fit kind of an 8.5 by 11 inside it. Actually a little bit, it's got a little bit of wiggle room, but it's basically will fit an 8.5 by 11 inside it. And so, so you can position your document inside that space. And obviously you want to make sure that the edges are all visible if possible. Doesn't matter if it's upside down, it will still read just as well. Once we have it positioned, then we're going to hit our camera icon, which is an icon on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's going to take a picture and perform OCR on this document. So I'm going to hit the camera icon, and here it goes. It's going to process the image here.
View full page.
And here it goes. It's clicking to let us know that it's still doing a bit of processing.
View full page.
And now we have a full page view of the document. Now, the interesting thing about this full page view is it's not a view of the actual document. It's a view of the OCR'd version of the document. And so what that means is if I zoom in here, and you can use the magnification dial or use the kind of pinch gestures that you'll be familiar with from touchscreen devices. We're viewing the entire document, but all of the text has been replaced with computer text, which is very high contrast, which is very sharp, and it doesn't matter how large you make it, it will remain looking, you know, very, very good. So that's really nice. And of course, we can pan around the document just by using our finger on the screen and moving around the document there. So that's one way that we can access this OCR document, but we can also obviously have it read to us, and this is what I like to do. On the bottom, there is a bar with a number of icons. If we hit the one on the right, it's going to start to read the document to us and display the text. Well, let's press it and you will see what happens here. So,
optical devices, adaptive techniques, and environmental modifications can help provide optimal visual conditions. So,
okay, and I just brought up a bar by pressing on an arrow at the bottom and hit the pause key there. So what's happened now is it's displaying the text in this kind of paragraph format. It's large. We can make it larger with the magnification dial.
Very large.
Which is really cool. Everything is wrapped to the width of the screen. We can scroll up and down here just using our finger, and we don't have to move left to right at all because it's all wrapped to the width of the screen, which is really cool. So if we wanted to read it ourselves, this is still a great mode to read it in because we can just scroll up and down as we're reading it, changing the size, obviously, to whatever we need. But also it can read to us by hitting the play button.
Transportation fee. Prerequisite, low vision assessment or full assessment. Activities of...
And of course, we have the options to be able to change the voice speed and the colors and all of that type of stuff. I think we may have had a question. Did we have a question, Cory, in the chat?
Nothing in the Q&A.
I think it may have come through in the chat.
Yeah, let me go check quick. Usually it alerts us, but let's take a look.
Okay, I can, let me go ahead and read this because I do have it up here.
Yep, I got one here for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it is. So they was just mentioning about the I in 16i.
Oh, okay.
Could it potentially be I because it connects to the internet, but also
okay.
The manual uses the word intuitive as well too. So
mystery solved.
So Jason might have cracked that case.
I feel like we've done our work here for today. So let's end.
Thanks for everyone for joining us. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Keep
going. Cool. So and it is pretty intuitive. So I think that's fair. Let's go ahead and back out of here. I'm going to hit the back button, which will take us back out to that full page display of the document. Just to confirm, the middle button here will take us into settings. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's where you can change colors and various things like that.
View full page.
Now I'm back to this full page view. I'm going to do one of my favorite things now, which is show you how to annotate a document that we have OCR'd. And so we can we can highlight things, we can draw things, we can add text to things. So if you imagine you have a children's worksheet or something like that, you could fill it out directly on the Reveal 16i here, which is really cool. First step, we're going to press the save icon, which is the third icon along the bottom here.
Saving.
It says saving. Now we can zoom in on this document if we want to make it a little larger. That save icon is now turned into a pen icon. I'm going to press on the pen icon, and it's opened up a new menu here with a bunch of different options. We have a back button, we have a pen, we have an eraser, we have a paint board that allows us to change the color of what we're annotating, and we have an icon which allows us to change the thickness of the pens that we're annotating with. So first of all, with the pen icon, we can just draw lines like this. Okay, so I've drawn a big circle there. It's a black line. We can change the color of it. We can also make it thinner or thicker. I'm going to press that pen icon again. It's going to turn into a highlighter icon. Now when I draw on the screen, we get a nice highlight. And I promise you, I definitely don't sit there drawing pictures on documents for fun. And then again, if I press the pen icon, it's going to turn into a text option. And now, if I tap on the screen, hopefully, no, I guess I don't know how to do this properly, but you can draw, you can write text onto the screen by using the text icon here. If anybody from Humanware is on this call, feel free to put in the chat how we do that, because apparently I don't know. But you can, you should be able to press on an area of the page, and then the keyboard will appear, and then you can type out whatever you want that text to say. So annotating on the document opens up a lot of features for us. I'm going to back up out of here. Once we have finished annotating, we can back up out of here, and it will automatically have saved this document with the annotations into our gallery. So I guess we'll go take a look at the gallery now.
View full page.
I should say also we can share these documents via like Google Drive, via email, and things like that. I think we can also put them onto a USB because we can plug a USB into the side here. So it is possible, like say that you're a student filling out a form, you could then share that filled out form directly to Google Drive, for example, so the teacher could take a look at it. So that's pretty neat.
MultiCapture.
I'm going to back up all the way for a second.
Main carousel.
Let's go into our gallery.
Gallery.
And so this is where all the saved documents are located. Let's go ahead and open it up.
Gallery. Plan.
It has automatically named the document that I just took a picture of, plan. So it'll just take a word from the OCR document and call it that. If we want to change the name, we can hold our finger on top of the document.
Menu. 5 items. Share submenu.
So we have here a menu that will allow us to do various things. We can share, which is what I was just telling you about.
Move.
We can move this document to a different location.
Delete.
We could delete.
Rename. Plan menu.
And here is
Plan.
rename. I'm going to go ahead and give this a different name.
Delete.
I'm going to call it Dave, just for fun.
V-E. Closing menu.
All right.
Gallery.
Now my document is called Dave, which is very relevant to this document, possibly. So here's our document. And the other thing we could have done is I think, put it onto the USB drive. So there's a bunch of different things we could do. Again, we can just swipe to see the different documents here.
Excerpt.
And to open a document, we can press our finger on it.
View full page.
And it's going to, again, give us that full page view. We could continue to annotate it. We could have it read aloud to us. You know, all of those things that we were just looking at. So again, I think this is a really neat, and I think in general, this device is probably geared towards students primarily, but also I think working professionals could get a lot of benefit from it. That would be my thoughts on that. I should also say, it obviously has a battery built into it, and so we're operating it on the battery at the moment. You can obviously plug it up and use it like that as well. I don't know how long the battery lasts for, but it seems to be a pretty significant amount of time. So that's obviously good.
Gallery.
Let's just quickly
main carousel. Camera.
Go out to the camera function again. We'll open that up here.
Capture.
And we're back into the capture mode. And the other thing we can do here is do multi-capture.
MultiCapture.
And the multi-capture obviously is designed for taking a number of pictures for, when we want to, for example, do like a book or a textbook, and we don't want to take a picture and have it read back to us straight away. We want to just save a bunch of pages and then have them read back to us whenever. If we do multi-capture, it's going to save all of those pages in a file in the gallery, and then we can access that file and read those pages and scroll through those pages and so on and so forth. Just to show you how that works, so we'll take a picture of page 1 here.
Save it. Page 1.
It's going to tell us obviously that it's taking a picture of page 1. Now, if I had another document, I could or another page, we could go ahead and place that under the camera. And once it's finished saving the first page, we take another picture.
Save it. Page 2.
And it's going to know that that's page 2. So we just keep on going until we've done as many as we want. And like I say, all of those are going to be saved in a file in the gallery. And so at that point, we could access those and have them read to us or annotate them or share them or whatever we wanted to do. So in terms of the OCR functionality, I think that's all that I wanted to show off. But I do think that stuff is really cool. It works well. It's pretty straightforward to do it. And obviously, for a student and working professionals in particular, I think those added functionality pieces are definitely very beneficial.
And I popped in the chat, but just I'll say it out loud for everybody as well too. Battery life is about 5 to 6 hours with the lights on.
Right.
Charging time is about 6 hours.
Sweet.
So
that's pretty good then.
Yeah. 5 to 6 hours. Obviously, being a bigger unit, they can get a bigger battery in there, but that's still really good.
Yeah.
And then the overall weight of the unit too, is we mentioned earlier that it tended to be could be a little heavier, but it's about 14.44 pounds.
Just about. Yeah. Without being too specific.
Yeah, exactly.
How heavy is that compared to a bag of sugar?
I have no idea. I think
the correct answer is it depends how heavy the bag of sugar is.
That's true. If it's a 14.44 pound bag of sugar, it'd be the same. That is very true.
Amazing. I will say, for me, I'm a fairly weedy guy, to be honest. But I can obviously lift it up and everything, but I wouldn't want to carry it around necessarily all day.
You did make me carry it over here onto the table, though.
Well, I'm just kidding. You're a more muscly guy than me, so.
And it does come with the carrying case. I think is a separate purchase.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did catch another question too that I thought I'd just grab you before you go in.
Do it.
Retail price, and maybe we could do retail on both 16 and 16i.
Well, yeah. So we don't like talking about prices.
We don't. We don't. But I didn't want to ignore the question.
No, fair enough. So yeah, I mean, it's a piece of assistive technology. It's going to be expensive. This version, the 16i, is 4,000, I believe, and the 16 is 3,000. So not cheap pieces of kit. That being said, very well made and very functional. So yeah,
and it's right in line with other desktop
for sure.
luggable machines, but giving you that foldable, portable, the intuitive eye piece of it as well too.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's worth the money, but obviously, you just got to be aware that that's how much these pieces of technology generally cost.
Yeah.
All right. So let's back out of here.
Main carousel.
Let's take a quick look at some of the other functions here. I'm going to swipe over to the calculator.
Calculator.
Yes. There we go.
Calculator.
Now, amazingly, this is a calculator. It's high contrast, large print, not scientific, but is spoken. So when we press something.
5.
Okay, Cory, you're going to have to pay attention here because I'm going to give you a math quiz.
Oh, uh-oh.
What is 5
times 9?
9. Oh, let me count. 9, 1, 2, 45.
Okay, see if you're right. Equal
45.
Hey!
There's a quick side note, and I probably shouldn't even bring this up now because I don't know if I remember the exact tool anymore, a trick.
Okay.
But during coronavirus, my kids were on homeschooling.
Oh, sure.
And there's a trick for the multiples of 9. You put up both hands and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. I don't remember. You're supposed to count a certain amount of fingers and then put it down, and whatever is on one side of the finger and then the other side is your answer for the 9. And it works every single time.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, except now I don't remember how it works.
If you knew how to do it, it would be cool.
It would be
I'm going to
good.
tell you my trick. 5 times 9. Do 10 times 5 because that's easy, which is 50, and then take off 5.
That works. Sure.
Yeah, man. There you go. That's our hot tip for today.
There you go.
So what do we have on here? If you guys can't see, we've got the numbers. We have a double 0, which is kind of cool, save a bit of time, and a decimal point, and then obviously 0 through 9. We have a clear, divide, multiply. We have a minus, a plus, percentage, and equals, and then a fraction. I think that is. So pretty basic but effective.
Main carousel.
Next
Count
option,
books.
the books downloading. I think this is only applicable for Bookshare. Let's go into there.
Books menu. 4 items. My library. Sub-menu.
All right, so we have some various options here. My library, obviously, we can go take a look at books which we have already.
Search books.
We can search
sub-menu.
books. We can search by popular or periodicals or... No, that's
Browse
it.
Search books. Sub-menu.
Let's take a look at search books. I'm going to press on there.
Search books menu.
And I just want to
20
mention
items.
really quick, we did have a
Title.
chat too. We've got a
Sub-menu.
Humanware rep, Eric, I believe, is joining us today.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So, I mean, I didn't want to ratchet up the pressure a little bit, but he did want to mention that there is a scientific calculator as well.
Oh, okay.
That's
so,
available.
My bad. There was
Especially for students.
There was a settings option in the calculator, which I have never gone into, so I'm guessing that that's probably where you go. But also, I noticed when I turned it on today, there was an update, which we haven't done yet. So apologies if we're missing anything from that update. And Eric, feel free to chime in with anything which we are doing badly.
Yeah, and then Jason mentioned about Bookshare, which I think we're going into just momentarily.
Yeah, so
here.
that's what we're looking at now. So I think it's only Bookshare that this ties into, but Eric, if that's incorrect, then please let me know. Okay, so here we go. We can search by title,
Author. Sub-category.
category,
Sub-content. ISBN.
content, ISBN.
Sub-menu.
We're going to search by title here.
Title.
All right, let's go into there.
Search by title menu.
Okay.
Title.
So bring up the keyboard, and we could dictate here. I should mention that as well, but I'm going to type. We're going to look for Hunger Games.
HUNGER.
Okay, we will hit our search button.
Title menu. 101 items. Hunger and Markets. World Hunger Series.
So that one sounds a little bit serious for us. We're going to try and find the Hunger Games here.
Hunger and Health. The Hunger Games trilogy.
Oh,
The
all
Hunger
three.
Games. Catching Fire.
Check
and
that out.
Mockingjay. The Hunger Games number 1-3.
Okay, so books 1 to 3. This is going to keep us. And now we're just going to play those books for everyone. So if you want to hang around for the next
What's
maybe
the reading
15
time
hours.
on that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so let's open it up, and we should hopefully. Excuse me, while my phone goes off. Obviously, it would do while we're live. All right. So we're going to go ahead and open this up here. We should be able to read a synopsis of this.
The Hunger Games reading mode column.
Okay, so we have the synopsis now. We have a play button, and so we're going to hit that just to hear a bit of the synopsis here.
Book details. Title: The Hunger Games trilogy. The Hunger Games: Catching Fire and Mockingjay. The Hunger Games number 1-3. Authoress: Suzanne Collins.
And let me just stop it there. We could also scroll this if we wanted to read it ourselves, and we can
Very
still
large.
use our magnification dial to increase the size or decrease the size of the text here. So we get a really nice synopsis, pretty detailed. To download, there is a download button that we can press, and that's going to go ahead and download. Obviously, once we have
Title
downloaded the
menu.
book,
Search by title.
Let's back out of
Search
here.
books menu. Books menu. 4
once we've
items.
downloaded the book,
My
it's going to be
library.
in our
Submenu.
library here. So let me tap on our library.
My library menu. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter number 1.
obviously being English, the only book I have in my library is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, because I guess I'm a walking cliche. And actually, some people have told me that I look a little bit like Harry Potter. So
can't help you on that one.
Yeah, it's a sad fact of life. Although I don't have the lightning bolt or on the head, the scar, or the magic powers, sadly. But,
other than that,
exactly the same. So anyway, if we open up our book here,
mode, column.
Here we go. We have the book. It will remember where we are. We can read it ourselves by scrolling. We can have it read to us. We can also navigate around the book.
Content menu, 23 items. Notice.
So here's a notice at the front of the book.
Back cover.
There's the back cover of the book if we want to read the blurb.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
There's the title of the book.
Contents. Chapter 1.
So on and so forth.
WHO lived.
So I think you get the idea of how that works. It's a really nice interface for downloading and listening to books. Super easy to use. And obviously, if you have a Bookshare account, then this is going to be a great way to access it. I think actually, if there's any seniors who have a Bookshare account, then this would really be a great way for them to read books as well, just because it is very straightforward. So that is that.
Closing menu. My library. Books menu. Main carousel.
Back to the carousel. We've already looked at the camera. Come on. There we go. Camera. So let's go past that.
Gallery.
We've looked at the gallery, I think, as much as we need to.
Settings.
Don't think I'll bother jumping into the settings here because, it's settings. So, but there is a bunch of stuff. Eric, if there's anything specific you'd like to say about the settings, then please feel free to mention it in the chat. And then we have the help videos. But what I want to discuss here is the Android side of things. This is all built around an Android tablet. So essentially what we're looking at here is an Android tablet. Imagine the screen is an Android tablet, and that's going to kind of give you an idea. And we don't normally see the Android side because we're either doing the live magnification or we are doing the Prodigy stuff. But if we want to, we can get to the Android side. There may be more than one way of doing it. I think we can get to it through the settings. I'm going to use the cool person's method of 5 fingers on the screen. Just hold them there. So we'll hold those there. And now we're out to Android. And this being Android, we have all of the features you would expect with an Android phone or tablet, including accessibility features, so magnification, screen reading, and all of that good stuff. But also we can download apps. And in fact, there are apps included already. So we've got the full kind of Google suite of apps here. We've got Chrome and Gmail and Google Drive and Maps and YouTube, so on and so forth. And the Google Play Store. So again, this is going to be great for students or for working professionals because you could now use this for doing emails, doing word processing. If you want to, play games, I guess you could do that kind of stuff as well. Any of the stuff that you might do with your tablet or phone, you're going to be able to do directly from here. So that's a really nice feature. One of the other things that I like is it has Bluetooth, and so you could connect an external keyboard and use that keyboard if you want to type, for example, just to give you a bit more of a tactile, easier experience. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say specifically about the Android side. Any thoughts on that, Cory?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, it does really open up the possibilities of what this device can do. I kind of think of it as an all-in-one type of device just because it really does handle a lot of different tasks. And so even though it is relatively heavy, you don't have to carry around multiple devices. So in that regard, it does kind of even things out a little bit. To get back to the Prodigy software, we're going to hit the back button. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we have to hit this button on the front surface. Okay, I obviously did not do something right there, but that's just taking us back to the live magnification.
Orange button.
Oh, thank you. Pressing the orange. There we go. Yay! I'm guessing that somebody told you that, or
no. Don't say anything, Eric.
I feel lies coming off me. All right, and now we're back to the Prodigy. Thank you, Eric. Back to the Prodigy software. So that is my overview of the Reveal 16i. Hopefully I covered all the major aspects there. And I hope you guys have got a good idea of what it's able to do.
Yeah, I think when you look at a video magnification offerings, there's such a wide, in my opinion, there's such a wide use case, from somebody who has it permanently at home on a desk. The type of machine they would use would be different than what a student may have, or a young professional, or it doesn't even have to be a young professional, any professional. Their needs are going to be different. And so I think that the Reveal 16i, and especially the I, kind of fills a niche that I don't think was really there outside of, having your own Android tablet or something.
Yeah, exactly. It does a lot. And that's the thing with it. It just does a ton of different things.
Yeah.
And so it's super convenient, in that regard. Definitely fills a niche here. Yeah.
Do you have any, since we have Eric listening from Humanware, if you had a wish list, any feedback you've had from clients, or feedback you would have, like, hey, I'd love if they added this to the Reveal?
So, because I work primarily with seniors, and I don't have with this device in terms of like clients. I don't have a ton of clients who have it, just because it's not necessarily geared toward the senior market. Really, the Reveal 16, the standard version, is probably more geared toward the senior market.
Sure.
From my point of view, though, just from having experience with using it and demonstrating it, I think it really does everything that I've seen well. The only thing which I would like is if it was lighter, but obviously there's practical, design concerns around that. The only other thing, I guess, is some people find it difficult to pull it up from being flat. If you understand what I'm saying there. So, and that's really a matter of kind of muscles, because you do have to put a bit of force behind it. But again, I mean, we're talking about kind of, design constraints, which, come with being able to fold it down. So other than that, I don't know where they could improve it.
I'd like to see, and they may have this already, although I didn't see it in there, I'd love to see NFB Newsline support.
Oh, that would be cool.
Just to get bringing the newspaper in.
Yeah.
Would be really good. Eric is mentioning too that some users are asking for captures, distance capture.
Ooh, yeah.
So totally, maybe snap a quick capture of a smartboard or whiteboard.
And I think at the moment, the tricky part with that is when you go into OCR mode, it's using a different camera. It's not using that main camera that we're using in magnification mode.
Sure.
And so, you can't just tilt it into the distance to look and do OCR in the distance.
That camera that's used for the distance, that's also near, right? When you turn it.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but when you go into OCR,
but OCR is a separate.
Yes, from what I understand, it's a separate camera. So, but I'm sure the boffins at Humanware, including Eric, are going to be able to figure something out with that. So Eric is saying here that they're going to integrate more libraries. He says Dolphin List due in September.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that means? Because I'm not sure what Dolphin List is.
Well, is Dolphin List, I'm not sure about List, if that, I was thinking of the Dolphin Connect software, but that's kind of a separate thing, so I'm not sure what.
I'm not sure about that, but he also says Easy Reader.
Oh, the Dolphin Easy Reader, yeah.
And then we got some more comments kicking off here from Jason, who says, great overview. Thank you, Jason, appreciated. And also, I think Jason is probably our, well, I don't know if he's our most frequent, but I think he's on every week. So thank you. Thank you for being so diligent with your attendance. That's awesome. And then also he says, doesn't the Prodigy Connect 12 offer the OCR capture on distance viewing? I think the answer to that is probably yes, because the Connect 12 uses the one, actually, no, that's not true, is it? No, it uses two separate cameras still, the camera on the tablet and the separate camera for distance. But so I don't know if you can do OCR with that.
I don't think you can. I think you bring I think it snaps the picture and then you can OCR it.
Well, I don't know if you can snap
on the Connect?
You can take a picture in the distance with the distance camera, but I don't know if you can do OCR with it. Maybe. Oh wait. So Eric is saying yes, it does for the Connect 12. Yes. So okay. Yeah. So we do. So thank you, Jason, for that. And yeah, I guess actually I'm just going to go off camera a second, and I'm going to speak a bit louder because I'm going a bit further away, just for a second here, and then I'm going to just come back. Just to show you guys the Connect 12, in case anybody hadn't seen that. This is super cool because it has all of the features that we were just looking at, but it's in a super portable package. So this is using a 12-inch tablet inside a custom stand here with this external camera.
And
this is actually the original version. So the second version generation, the stand is actually much cooler, and the tablet is different as well, and so on and so forth. But this will give you an idea of the actual design of this. With the second version also, the camera doesn't clamp on the side like this. It actually goes into slots on the top right and left, which is a much neater design. Yeah. So in general, the second version is a better iteration of this. But the main thing I wanted to show was the way that this folds down, because it's much more portable even than the 16i. When you fold it flat, it's just kind of like a little briefcase, and it's still got a bit of heft to it because the stand is very well engineered. But it is super portable. So if you like the idea of this software but want something even more portable, then the Connect 12 or Mac Connect through APH is the thing to get. Now, I will say the 16i definitely beats it in terms of live magnification optics. So in terms of the close-up magnification and distance magnification, the 16i is excellent in that regard, and that would be what I would choose if that was a focus. But if this Prodigy stuff is a focus, then definitely the Connect 12/Mac Connect is going to do the job, because they're running that same Prodigy software.
Yeah.
So
very good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of everything, unless either Eric has got any comments he'd like to throw in there, or if anybody has any questions about any of these things or anything. We'll take questions about pretty much any topic. So let's give people a second here. I will say as well, if anybody wants to see a more edited demonstration, then we do have a demonstration of the Reveal 16i on our YouTube channel, which again is youtube.com/infocus technology. But pretty much you're going to be seeing the things that I've demoed today. So it's going to be a pretty similar type of experience, I think.
Yep. I think that's it. Nobody else has got anything. We did such a great job,
and we
have answered everyone's question.
We do have another question from Jason that just popped in here.
Snuck in.
Yep, he says, remind me if these are... Oh, hold on. I think you might have just muted us. Did you just mute us there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Can everybody hear us still? Please type in the comments if you can hear us. Okay, good. Eric says yes. So, apologies about that. So Jason has asked if these are archived so people can review them later or share with VR teachers. The answer is yes. We are archiving these on our YouTube channel. We have a playlist which is called TEC Talk Live, probably.
That makes a heck of a lot of sense.
Which is why it probably isn't called that. No, I think it is called TEC Talk Live. So you can view these videos and please feel free to share them. It would be awesome for us to get more traffic to our YouTube channel. So feel free to share these, but also we have a number, as I was saying before, of more edited, more professionally put together videos on a bunch of different technology on our YouTube channel, which again is youtube.com/infocus technology. So please feel free to visit and watch videos and share them with whoever you want.
And for anybody that is in the Wisconsin, the Milwaukee area, you can always come in for a free tech demo. You can come and spend an hour with Luke or myself and learn more about these products. For anybody outside of Wisconsin who wants more information, feel free to give us a call at 414-615-0103. And I'll throw that in the chat too, so everybody has it.
Couple more things. Jose Ibarra, I hope I'm saying your name right, says great job with the overview. Thank you, appreciated. And Eric from Humanware says that we should team up for a webinar sometime. Yep, that would be awesome, Eric. So feel free to get in touch with us about that. And he also says awesome job, appreciated. And feel free, everybody, to tune in next week when we will be looking at something as yet undetermined, but we'll figure that out. We'll send an email blast out to everybody about whatever that topic is going to be. Please feel free to join us via Zoom or via our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/visionforwardwi.
Who? Oh yeah.
Facebook.com/vision forward WI.
I got myself. You were saying? Did you say for next week's topic? Did you say?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think we have it.
We
have
do.
something? Oh,
we're doing Amazon Echo.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I half heard that because I was typing something and then I.
Yes, my apologies. Apparently, we do have something, Amazon Echo. So tune in. Corey will be presenting that and running us through some good stuff.
It's a big promise you just threw out there.
So, with that being said, thank you all for joining us, and we will hope to see you again next week, same time, same place. Adios for now.
Bye all.